Ultimate Toy Collector here. Today, we're going to take a look at Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Series Doctor Strange. I'm a huge fan of the Marvel Select figures. I think they do a great job. The articulation is on point. The sculpting is amazing. The paint jobs are always phenomenal. And the one thing I love about the Marvel Selects is the packaging. The packages are a little bit big. They're a little cumbersome if you're keeping them in the package. But besides that, the artwork is always awesome on them, and you can look right in the box and see exactly what you're getting. So we know Doctor Strange has a movie coming out, and right now is the best time to put out a Doctor Strange figure. He's been in the Marvel Universe for a long time, and this year we saw Marvel Legends Doctor Strange. And actually, we saw two versions, and now we have Marvel Select. He'll be tied in with the Avengers or the Defenders, however they want to work it in. So he's a key point to the Marvel Universe. So I picked this up from Big Bad Toy Store. I'll leave the link in the description of the video. Be sure to click on that if you're looking for them. And let's take a look at the packaging before we open this up. All right, as always, on the spine of the package, Marvel Select, and then it says Doctor Strange. They always have like a little logo right here in the corner. And then let's get close up on the package, and you can see the accessories he comes with. And there's the sculpt of Doctor Strange himself. They did a pretty phenomenal job. With the comic version being released, who knows, maybe we'll actually get a movie version too. Another thing that's always awesome about these packages is the artwork on the spine right here on the side. I wish I had enough room to just display all my in-package Marvel Selects, just so you can see all the artwork on the side. I would just display it like that with the boxes turned like that. Alright, so also the regular back of the Marvel Select boxes always has a brief description here of who he is. And has a picture of what you're getting in the package there. And then it has some other figures. It's pretty interesting that Daredevil and Ultron would be on the back of the box, considering that these are older figures, especially the Daredevil. Daredevil's a lot older. Ultron is pretty old, but was re-released for the movie Avengers Age of Ultron. And this is one thing that I didn't notice and I haven't heard about before, the variant heads available. I'm not sure if there's an alternate head for Doctor Strange, or if this is just an accessory piece. I didn't see it looking from the outside of the package, but once we open it up, we'll be able to get a better look. And if we don't have a extra head in there, I'm gonna have to see what we can do about getting one of these heads. I might have to contact Diamond Select Toys and see what's going on with that, or see if maybe down the road they're releasing another version, which is always possible. So here we have Doctor Strange in the package. We just took a look at all the packaging. Let's open him up and take a look at the actual figure. So here's the mystical Stephen Strange, Doctor Strange, out of package on his base with his accessories. As I said before, on the back of the package, they look like something with an alternate head. It did not come with the alternate head. So I'm going to have to find out what that's about. But here's Doctor Strange. Let's take a look at his articulation. Alright, so as we saw in the package, there's a full display base right here, and on the back, he comes with his little mystical bubble here, you kind of put on his hand, and comes with his medallion. Take a look at that. Hang that for you right there. There we go. Alright, So just a little heads up, something that I did, you might want to try. I don't know what area you live in, but I live in the tri-state area, Jersey area. It's starting to get cold, so sometimes things tend to break after shipping when you go to take them out of the package. Joints get a little stiff, and plastic becomes a little brittle. And over the last week or so, I've had a few things that have started to break, more so like in the joints. All right. So what I did when I took him out the package, he was a little bit stiff. So I was afraid that as I started bending him, I might break a joint. So I got a blow dryer, and for about 15 seconds, I applied some high heat to his areas, all right? The arms and then to the legs. And within a couple seconds, it loosened up. I was able to move them around, and we're pretty good. I'm not really concerned about any breakage now. Of course, now the plastic has stiffened up a little bit. It was softer when I did it, but it's a lot better now, and I feel a little easier, a little more at ease. Trying to pose him and everything like that. So I'm not worried about him breaking. So you might just want to try that. Like I said, you might not have any issues, but you might, especially if it's a little colder in your area. And, you know, toys sit on the trucks, they sit on the back docks, etc. So that being said, let's take a look at the articulation on Doctor Strange. All right. Arms, got articulation in the upper shoulder. You can pretty much give him a high pose up like that, hands above the shoulders. His cape, let's see, it's a little tight. I'm not going to try it because I don't want to pop his head off. But I guess, like I said, if you heat this up, you might be able to just pop that off, pop the cape off, and put his head back on. But the cape is part of him, so I'm going to leave that. I have no need to take it off. You can turn, it has articulation in the upper shoulder area right here, right? This joint. And then the elbows. It's a single elbow, not a double elbow. He has articulation in the wrist here. So you can turn it. And then in the wrist here. So I guess this would be the forearm and then in the wrist. Alright, which is good for him casting some spells. He has like the thwart hand if he was Spider-Man, but that's a spell hand for Doctor Strange, because that's the way he casts his spell. Anybody that doesn't know about Doctor Strange, everybody from the X-Men and X-Force to Avengers and Spidey, probably even Punisher, Ghost Rider, everybody has either came to Doctor Strange for help or, you know, been on some adventures with him. So Doctor Strange is a pretty pivotal character and has been around for a very long time, including Fantastic Four and all those guys. So, all right, if he does have articulation, it's kind of hindered with his cape here. Oh, actually, there we go. All right, it was a little stiff for a second. So he can go side to side. There's no ab crunch, but he has he can twist side to side. So that's good there. All right, and on his legs, his little gown thingy gets in the way, but he do have some articulation, upper thigh up in there. He's got double knees, which is cool, and he's got some ankle articulation there. So, you know, he can fly and do his thing. I like a little pose like that. If you got one of them little flight stands, you can throw them up on there and make them levitate. So this is a pretty cool character. I think Diamond Select Toys did a great job. Another excellent Marvel Select figure. Like I said, I'm a big Marvel fan. I'm a big Marvel Select fan. And when a character is done right, it's done right. And Doctor Strange is definitely done right. They did a good job on him. I'm glad to be able to get a comic accurate version of him. And with the movie coming up, who knows? Diamond Select is usually pretty on point with getting movie characters out to us, especially with the Avengers. So we might just see a movie accurate version of them sometime down the line. Who knows? The movie's not out yet. They're still shooting, so who knows what we'll see in the upcoming year or so. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing the movie. Hopefully, it's done right. Looking forward to seeing the toys. Like I said, maybe Diamond's gonna get one to us. I know with the Hulk Buster. Last time I spoke to Zach at Diamond Select, I had asked him about a movie Hulk Buster, and he said we wouldn't see a I forget exactly how he said it, but basically he hinted that we would see a Hulk Buster, but didn't say it was a movie or that it would be comic. So when we finally got it, it was pretty cool, and I enjoyed seeing it. So maybe next time I see him, I'll have to ask him, and he'll give a vague answer, and hopefully it'll hint at something for us. But they do a great job. Can't wait to see what else they got lined up. Can't wait to see the next Marvel Select figures, and I hope you guys like this figure. Hopefully you get a chance to pick them up. Take a look at Big Bad Toy Store. I'm going to leave the link in the description, and pick up your Doctor Strange today. Add them to your Avengers, add them to your Defenders collection, and add them to your Marvel collection. So until next time, guys, thank you for tuning in. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, The Ultimate Toy Collector. And until next time, guys, happy hunting.
Be sure to check out www.bigbadtoystore.com.